we are online. Coach Jesse Nagel with me beside you with the headset on. And we have a message on the screen that the health is good. We're here tonight for the 950th birthday of the Small History. And I'm going to wait for a signal from the front office or a text message telling me that they're coming in line to clear the feedback. Coach Nagel, if you're already tuned into this broadcast, Coach Nagel is up here with the head coach of the greatest Bowling football team I've seen in my 54-year plus life. District champions, state quarterfinals, a lot more in store next year. We had a great time this fall broadcasting. We're home with their home field and their home games. We hope to have similarly good time. And I have a text coming in that the crowd is louder than our voice. So keep texting me. I've adjusted the headset. Hopefully, I need to know if that worked at all. If you can hear the broadcast around here, the person that just texted me, there's a lot of noise in the background right now. Jim doesn't have a lot of come out here and run around and hit the hot boxes. So now we get some things ironed out here quickly. And those of you still listening, we're going to have pre-meet introductions. Give me another text message. The AD's working on the issue. Give me a text message on how well you can hear me. And I can hear Coach Nagel or everybody on the
I'll get out of here.
I heard you. I thought it was there. If you're out there on Hoopler Ridge and you're keeping track of this, send me another text. How's the audio? How are we doing? This project. Because Jim's pretty quiet right now. We have technical assistants up there working with some of the ages and time.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, we will have 2 exhibition bouts before we do our anthem and introductions. 2 exhibition bouts. 138, we will have from Central, Matt Morgan, and from Bald Eagle, Devin
I'm saying
Kai.
that my headset, I don't. And I can hear you as well, so I think we're making headway, and I may have missed this. What do we have here, Gage? An exhibition bout? I think we do have an exhibition bout, and I need to know who this is from Bald Eagle.
Devin Cobb.
So we have Devin Kai, a Bald Eagle here in an exhibition bout at 138 pounds. The Central wrestler, I do not have a name on him because I didn't come in here
Doug, can you hear me?
It's good now. We're hearing from people 20 miles from here that we're good to go. So,
Doug, can you hear me?
All right, well, there's a delay, so we'll have to wait here, but.
Coach, I hear you just fine. And we've got Gage. Gage is going to be invaluable to us up here tonight. Devin Kai, who wrestled in the varsity opener and dropped a major decision out at Clearfield. You gets an opening takedown here in an exhibition bout against his Central opponent. Coach Nagel, what I was pointing out, and I'll ask Gage about Devin Kai's trying to pick up back points here in front of the scorers table. We're under a minute to go in this exhibition bout. And we're getting good feedback from the audience out there. But what I wanted to point out is Devin's working hard. He's got that left arm around the neck, good position. Got the left leg in. He can hook in a Jacobs, but he goes modified. He picks up a 2-point near fall after all it works. So Devin Kibe has a 4-0 lead here with a half a minute to go in the first period. He cuts the Central wrestler loose, so we have a 4-1 lead. Now, Devin, if you're going to cut him, he glances at the clock. You got 20 seconds left. You need to score when you're going to cut him with 20 seconds left, right, Coach McClanahan? And Gage agrees, and he does. A nice shot on the outside. He has to clear the hip. He is clearing the hip. He clears the hip. He has a takedown. He's powering forward to get a takedown, and he will end an impressive first period with a 6-1 lead. Maybe he almost got back points at the buzzer, so Devin Kibe leads 6-1 as we go to period 2. Gage, is this the only exhibition? And we're going to have another one. This year's, coach in waiting, Gage McClanahan, one of the great athletes in Bald Eagle history, and folks, he's only a junior, is up in the booth with us tonight, and that's not where he would prefer to be, but he is going to be a huge help to us. And Devin is up and out they never started the clock. Now here we go again. That's the kind of stuff they do in Tyrone, Coach. We have a clock not running, and the clock's still not running. And I think Gage and I are the only two that saw that. So now we're going to stop it. We're going to guess. We're going to say, let's run 23 seconds off the clock. I'm going to guess. What do you think, Gage? Gage says 25 seconds, and they only took 15 off. Can you believe that? So we're going to have an extended bout. We're going to get a restart with one. Oh, there's 30. So they outguessed us there. So with 1:30 to go, they're neutral. Devin Kibe with a 7-1 lead. Both wrestlers going collar tie. Gage, another question. What grade is Devin Kibe? So Devin Kibe is a junior, and I didn't see him last year, I don't think, wrestle, unless he was. And he didn't get in. I know he wasn't in the lineup last year, but he's scrapping hard here, and great experience for the kid. And as I mentioned, that he did go a full bout in the season opening dual meet out of Clearfield that the Eagles won, 49-20. Right now, now the Bald Eagle bench, always coach, and the Central kid shoots from way far out. Devin counters that and powers his way to a takedown. He's up 9-1, and he's driving for back points. And I don't know if he got enough of a count. Yeah, now he's pressing for the fall. Yep. He's not going to get that, but certainly there's a near fall. There's a 2-point near fall. Devin Kibe's up 11-1 with half a minute to go, and he's running a half in. That left arm, there's a half. He's going to try to finish this, and there it is. The fall comes in, well, officially it comes in 3:32. I believe they said there was 28 seconds left on the clock. But they, just as quick as they didn't start the clock, they shut it off. He got a fall on that. And that's a good start. And now we have another.
We'll have from Central, Branson Heater, and for Bald Eagle, Shane Evelyn.
Kid's name?
Shane Everlith.
Oh, okay. So this is Shane Everlith of BEA. He gives up a quick takedown and could be in trouble early. Central wrestler pressing. Shane has to battle out.
Gage, is he a first-year wrestler?
He is, but I understand, Gage, that this young man has a cousin that's pretty good. Yes, he does. And he wrestled, and this young man's cousin wrestled for Mifflinburg last year, right? So the Tyler Stolfus, who's now in the St. Joe's lineup, and Shane Eveleth here are first cousins. And this is a first-year wrestler who looks like an athlete. And Coach Other, he's not winning football.
No, he actually is not. Definitely working on him, though. Would like to get him out, see what we can do. I mean, definitely has some athleticism, there's no doubt.
So, and I asked that Coach Nagel come up here. As I mentioned, my perennial broadcast partner is not with me tonight. Shane Eveleth is looking at a 5-0 deficit with about 50 seconds to go. And he's going to try to work up the Central wrestler, working to tie up the wrists and maybe throw a half in on that right side. He gave up on that pretty quick, though. So this bout here is the exhibition bout in the middle weights. Could end either way with one big move when one guy gets the other. Caught and stuck. BEA got off to a nice start tonight when Devin Kibe got a fall in his exhibition bout, 138, 145. Shane Eveleth battling here. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the opening period. An early big move, takedown near fall gave the Central wrestler a 5-0 lead that he's currently enjoying. And we're going to have, after this, I believe we're going to wind up for the national anthem. Is that how that'll work after the exhibitions? And it's just the way it was for the folks that were fans many years ago here when we had two complete dual meets. We had a JV dual meet starting at 6:30, and then after it was over, there was only 3 seconds to go here. An illegal move called in the Central wrestler. So it's now 5-1. And do we have one? Oh, Shane Eveleth nearly rolled out of that enough to have an escape. But he didn't get the escape. He's going to go neutral. He trails 5-1. And here's that big move I was talking about, Gage. He's going to need that now. So the Central wrestlers, we go to the third period, bearing in with a 5-1 lead. Shane Eveleth on the elbow, working left arm to the right elbow of the Central wrestler. Now there's just kind of head-to-head collar tie. There's that head outside shot again. Shane's got to elevate and come over him. He's in trouble. There's just body position things. Central wrestler gets a takedown. He's going to get at least 2 near fall points, and he does. It's 9-1 with a minute and a half to go. And the Central wrestler in control just in front of the scores table. He was going again. Trying to do what we call a double one-on-one on the wrist. He gives up on that. He fades like he's going into a half. Now he is running a half on that left side, and he's trying to step around it. Shane turns and looks away from that. A minute to go in the bout. Central wrestler in control. A pair of takedowns that he turned into near falls. A 5-point move in the first period, a 4-point move in the third period, and he's got a 9-1 lead. The noise you hear in the background, the Central coaching staff encouraging the wrestlers. Now what do we have? Early move. So, 43 seconds to go. Shane Ebeloff picks up the second penalty. He trails 9-2. And he's set in the bottom, and he's to his feet, and he needs to battle, get some hand control, get out of there, he battles. He's brought back to the mat. Central kid staying nice and tight. Pretty good position. And we've got a 20-second and counting left in the bout. They still have a second period up there, but unless I missed something, I think we are in the third period.
Yeah, I think we're all in the second period still. I'm not much of a wrestling guru,
I
but
don't know about that. I thought we had a countdown, and maybe not. I'm out of whack today because now we're going neutral. I missed something that came.
yeah, usually, just like on the football field, if Gage tells me something, I listen. And he said it was the second period, so
Yeah, he was on that.
listen.
I don't know. I may have looked up there and seen second before the end of the deal, but they start neutral here in the third. And we've got 45. Now Shane trying to shoot. He's out a little too far, but he's driving in underneath, trying to get position, trying to lift the Central kids, stuff in the head. A minute and a half to go in the bout. Now I know for sure when the third period they're off the mat on the far side, and we start with 1:29 to go. Shane Ebeloff, 2 penalty points are his scoring so far. He's given up the 5-point move and the 4-point move. And now the wrestlers going collar tie. Central kid trying to snap down. Nice, good position, nice drive. And Shane driving to get a takedown here. And he's got a takedown. It's 9-4. So he's battling back. He has to get his head out of there. And then he's going to need a big move. And the Central wrestler comes out. It's 10-4. They picked up the action as we hit the 1 minute mark to go in the bout. Now the Central wrestler out to the side powers around, gets a takedown, and he's trying to crank in, lock up a cradle. He's not going to get that. He spins up on top. He's got a 12-4 lead. Right in front of the Central bench, the Central coaches are telling him to run it over. He's stepping over. I think he got agitated after he gave up that takedown. So far holding that off, but we're down to about half a minute to go. Central wrestlers pressing, and now he's got Shane in trouble. There's the fall at the 5-minute and 30-second mark. So we had 2 exhibition bouts here tonight. Devin Kai picked up a fall for DEA in the first one. Shane Ebeloff, a new wrestler, first-year wrestler, picks up, loses by fall in the third period to a Central wrestler. We will have the national anthem for the varsity.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our action,
pause for that for just a moment.
Please rise for the play of our national anthem. to
about to
Brandon
have the
July.
varsity pre-meet
It's 1:20.
introductions.
We'll start our introductions
Working the
there.
rest out. We've
For
got
Central
Gage
at
up here.
1:20.
Gage
Ian
doing fine
Crouch,
here
Silver
beside
Ball
his coach.
Eagle,
Yeah, Gage is
Garrett
excellent.
Eagle.
I'm gonna give him the headset here pretty soon.
And that's a great thing. And Gage, I'll be talking
At
about all kinds of things.
1:26,
One thing I would
for
say, they're
Ball
going to
Eagle,
start at
Drake Moore,
120
Mason
tonight.
forfeit.
And if that 120 is a match
At
between
1:32 for
Crouch and
Central,
Garrett
either
Gaedrock, Crouch is
Mason
one of their
Daniels
two returning
or
regional
Brandon Olsen,
qualifiers
and for
from
Ball
last
Eagle,
year.
Alex
So
Holt.
they have 4 kids. Central has 4 kids coming in here that had winning
At
records last
1:38
year.
for Central,
Crouch and
Matthew
Marco,
Morgan.
and as you know, you
And for
play
Ball
football
Eagle,
against
Drew
Marco as well.
Coleno.
Crouch and Marco were regional qualifiers a year ago, and Bowman and
1:45
Holsinger were
for
their other kids that
Central,
had nice
Tanner
records
Hall.
last year.
And
Other
for
than
Ball
that,
Eagle,
Central has a very
Noah
young
Foles.
lineup tonight. Are you picking up sound?
And
Well, I'm hearing you
1:52
just fine.
for Central,
So
Lane Coker.
He came in-
And for Ball
he
Eagle,
came in good.
Richard
So
Taylor.
we're working a headset issue.
At 1:60
And,
for
Coach Nagel
Central,
gave the
Logan
headset
Marco.
to Gage.
And for Ball Eagle, Caden Bittinger.
A little bit.
Are you hearing me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, my
At
people on
1:70
Hoopler Ridge, if
for
you're out there
Central,
listening,
Zach
I'm going
Parks.
to ask
And for
Gage a
Ball
couple
Eagle,
things. I'm going to ask
Brady
him.
Proctor.
And we got Coach Troy Gannon chiming in from wherever he's at, and he says we sound good, I think. Troy, if you're out there, or my people on Hoopler Ridge, give us a thumbs up on text. I've got Gage on Gage. I'm going to just ask you a couple of things while we're watching the football, your football playing teammates. Obviously, you were a crucial integral part of the First District Championship football team for 30 years. How does it feel to these guys, you think, the transition? I mean, I know you're recovering from the injury, but you've got guys like Dylan Beisel and David Close here. And now Benny Yetzko is still learning as a wrestler. Very
And 106
established wrestlers
for
like David and
Central,
Dylan
Jackson
coming off of
Matthews
that.
will receive a
That
forfeit.
football season that you guys had, what do you think that does for
And
their
at 113
I mean,
for Central,
absolutely, I think
Alex
it boosted
Bowman. And
for
for Ball
sure.
Eagle, Cooper
I believe that
Gilla.
they're just going to come in this season with confidence that they had for football season and just go through the roof compared to last year.
And while we're watching this, the pre-meet coin toss, another question. I'm hearing you just fine right now, so I think we're good. You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thumbs up. Gage hears me all right. I've always said that when you get, and there you got a message from in the Belflin School District telling me that
Awesome.
we sound good, so Gage says awesome to that. We are, we've always said that nothing starts a school year's momentum like a successful football season. On top of that, we have the newest dynasty in BDA sports. British volleyball team
Absolutely.
wins a state title. There have been 3 dynasties in volleyball history. The dynasties have been the wrestling program, the softball program, and now the volleyball program. Meet my definition of dynasty. And we're going to get ready to get started here at 1:20. We'll talk more about that through the night and probably through the season. We have Garrett Gaedrock, and are they announcing who's now? What are they doing? So, I don't like that. See what they did. They forfeited the
Yep,
Garrett
they bumped
Gaedrock.
up.
And Gage says they bumped up, and that means, let's hear if they
At
announce Crouch.
120, Garrett D drops to the forfeit. At 126 for Central, Ian Crouch.
So what we just
And
had
for
there,
Ball Eagle, Drake Olderman.
see, I was really looking for that matchup with Gaedrock and Garrett Gaedrock and Crouch because, as I said, Crouch was a regional qualifier a year ago, and now that we're double A, that could have been a postseason matchup we'd have had to watch. Drake Holderman now has a chance to really make a statement. He's got Ian Crouch, one of Central's 2 regional qualifiers. It's back to a year ago. Crouch is in on that single, and Drake so far has countered. Crouch gets a takedown 22 seconds in and has a 2-0 lead. Crouch looks pretty strong.
He does.
And you know what? I know he weighed in at 20, and he looks like he's got a neck injury or a stinger or something. As Drake hustles back and gets set on the bottom. Central wrestler needs injury time. So that's going to get a pinched nerve in your shoulder
Yeah,
and neck.
that's never good.
And they actually probably hurt worse than they are as far as damage goes.
Yeah.
But we're just 28 seconds in. And Drake Holderman gave up the takedown to Crouch. But I'm kind of disappointed. I think that we'll meet tonight. There's no doubt that Bald Eagle should win this game. There's no question about that.
Yes, I agree.
And why would you avoid the matchup where we have Gaedrock, a returning 25-match winner, and you've got a regional qualifier down here? That's a good showcase bout.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I see both ways. You want to see it for our team to wrestle another good athlete, but at the same time, on their standpoint, maybe they just want to have that match later on in the postseason.
Yeah, and they may be thinking team points here, and
Exactly.
they'd sooner, obviously, they take a chance of losing to Garrett and then the forfeit to Drake. You know, we get a bigger plus.
Yeah.
You're right on there. But, you know, Crouch is riding tight. And I noticed that Drake, again, has had a couple really close losses. And he can get in some really tight higher. And he's out for one with 1:10 to go in the first period. Come on, Drake, take him down. You know, they moved up here. They moved Crouch up thinking that this was going to be their best shot at a win, no doubt. And Drake's made a couple shots from a little too far out. Crouch is countering, pushing, shot drive off from that. We're going to have a restart with 56 seconds to go. Drake's hustling on. But I've seen he's had 2 losses this year already of 6-4.
Yes.
Close ones. And last year, when he was a freshman, Drake struggled. He would get an early lead, and a couple early leads got away from him late. And as soon as you reverse the trend on those a couple of times, then you tend to win most of them.
Yeah.
So,
We just got to get better at maintaining leads and wrestling smart at the end of matches. That's what it comes down to.
and not relaxing on the edge,
Yep.
or relaxing late. I agree. And right now, Drake's doing a fine job with Crouch. We're 2-1, not a lot of action, and we're down to 25 seconds left here in the first period. I'm really glad that Coach Nagel brought his All-State football player up here in the booth. I knew when the Cowboy wasn't available tonight. You're not a Cowboy fan, are you?
I'm not.
Okay, Gage is not a Cowboy fan, so the Cowboy, I know you're out there listening. You've been replaced by what, a Steeler fan?
No.
No?
I actually don't want to let you know who my favorite team is, so.
Gage won't tell us who his favorite team is. As this one ends 2-1, the first period ends 2-1, and I'd say that's a plus for us after giving up that early takedown. Drake got out about 40 seconds in. Here's a chance to tie this bout up as Drake starts second period on the bottom and a 2-1 bout. Crouch stops that, but that's good initial movement out of Drake. Crouch right, just tight waist, right arm around the waist, trying to suck that left wrist under. And I don't know. We had a move we once called a pipe wrench, and that looked like an inverted version of what he was trying to do. But I think now he's just trying to figure out where he can jump over and get a half. He's kind of riding parallel right now, as one of my longtime wrestling buddies would say. Gage, or Drake, Gage and Drake, you guys have those names like that. So we got Drake looking to come up, and I thought Crouch might be looking at Perry pin there, but right now he's just kind of trying to force the wrists under either 1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
Yeah, he's definitely riding tough on top, just looking for anything that Drake can give him.
So how tiring is that on a guy like Drake to be down there, and now we're a minute in?
Oh, it's awful. You never want to be underneath somebody. If you want to relax, be in your best position. No one's best position is underneath getting beat up from somebody.
And that no one's best position is underneath getting beat up, and that comes from the guy that we use the hammer and nail theory on, folks. So
Absolutely.
and right now we need Drake to get to his feet, and we have just over half a minute to go, and Crouch has ridden him the entire period, still leading 2-1. And it'll be interesting if this period holds up without any scoring. Drake just got hit for stalling with 24 seconds to go in the second period. So we need him to just score here late in the end of the period. And I don't know, you're almost to a point. Crouch is running some things, but if he wasn't, he would be close to having maybe been hit on top. Now he's running that ball. We're about out of time. He's driving, and he will avoid being turned. So it's still a very anybody's battle. It's a 2-1 battle as we go to the third period. Crouch is going to take down So Gage. You see, he looks strong. He looks just physically strong.
Yeah.
If you're on the Bald Eagle bench, do you tell Drake to try to turn him, or do you cut him, try to take him down?
I believe they're going to try and ride him, get him a little bit tired, and then cut him. But right now it's not looking too good.
Yeah, that he popped around. He came around to his right side, sort of a sit out and into a modified switch. And right now, if he laces that leg, he's going to be awarded a reversal. I think no control change yet awarded by the official, but it's close. I think he's trying to pull that clear up and turn it into a cradle. Now
Wow.
what is that?
He called a stalemate.
He did. I thought that's what he did call a stalemate as I look over the bar here. That was a break for Drake.
Yes, it
I
was.
think. We get a restart with 132. It's still a 2-1 match. And now throw. Okay, I'm good with that. Keep your hip up. Throw that right leg in. Go cross body. A ride here and a real nice late 2 or 3 point near fall would be a great thing. As Drake Holderman is very much holding his own. He's in a 2-1 bout with Ian Crouch, one of Central's 2 returning regional qualifiers from a year ago. And Gage, you called that. Drake's doing what you said they would do. After he stopped that initial move, got that stalemate call, he's in control. We're under a minute to go, and he is riding him.
Yes, absolutely.
But we're going to have to make, if we don't get points here at some point, we're going to have to make a decision on when the clock hits a certain time, what do we do?
I think around 30 seconds they're going to tell him to cut it. I think it's going to be coming here soon.
So he's going to look, and who gives him the sign? Coach Gannon?
Coach Gono or Eddie Hockenberry, it's one of them.
So Eddie Hockenberry, Gage is saying, well, I don't know. He's
I don't
working
know
hard to
yeah.
turn him. I don't know that he's going to get him turned, but he's working on it. And don't get too high. Another one of those tight, high-pressure bouts. And we've got Drake is hanging on. He's trailing 2-1. And if there's any way he can turn the shoulder and he gets reversed to his back with 7 seconds left, he rolls out of that. He's not going to give up any back points, but the bout will win. And Drake Holderman wrestled really well. When you consider that Central moved one of their 2 returning regional qualifiers up, Ian Crouch, from 120 to 126, and he beat Drake. He beat Drake 4-1.
Yes, he did. Just like I said, we got to be smart in the end of matches. Maybe if we knew we weren't going to turn him, maybe cut him and see what could happen. But
well, that's why I
At
wanted
132
here, and
for
I
Central,
wanted to know. I like when I
Holsinger,
broadcast to know who gives a sign. Who do you
Alex
guys actually
Holt.
look at for the signal or the word?
Pretty
Because
much-
you got a bunch of coaches telling you something, and I don't know if they're all yelling the same thing down there.
yeah, I think you just look down the hall, like where we run out, and the signal would be there somewhere.
So now we have, this is Alex, right?
Yes.
And Alex is a battler and a scrapper, and he got a nice win at Clearfield. He opened the dual meet season. We started at 132 at Clearfield. Here he's given up a takedown. And I'm looking to see, and I'm thinking that this is Holsinger, his opponent. And Holsinger was one of the 4 wrestlers they had a winning record a year ago.
Okay.
So the dual meet score is 6-3. As Garrett Eadrock, we started at 120, got a forfeit win. And Drake Holderman battled well, but lost to Ian Crouch, one of Central's better wrestlers, 4-1. And right now we have Alex Holderman tangling with Holsinger. And Holsinger got that early takedown. I tell you what, I think Alex Holt's dangerous. Right there's what I mean. A big move, if he can get a big move, if he can get this guy, he's spinning out trying to get the escape. We are under a minute to go in the first period, and that's a nice move. And Alex, he wasn't even calling that a duck on the kind of a sit, and he popped up behind him, and he reverses Holsinger. And Alex Holt is off to a pretty decent start. And you know, a year ago, significantly improved. And there he gets reversed. Holsinger trying to cradle him. Alex trying to battle out of that. He relaxed a little bit on the whistle there.
Yes.
And kind of got caught in bad position. But so far, I did no award for back points. He did a good job of turning out of that. Now he may power out of that with 25 seconds to go. It's a 4-2 bout. And he needs to come through the middle there and pull that near leg in. And he's going to continue to try to muscle and power out of that. He's giving up near full contact now. And I don't know that he's in any danger of being pinned right there if he stays where he's at. And he's trying to fight through that. So this one, if he can get out of this period, and he is going to get out of this period, he's going to get up a 2-point near fall. So Alex Holt trails 6-2 when they put the points on the board as we go to. Yeah, the points are up as we go to the second period. Alex will start now. Now we need him just to get out and close a gap here.
I tell you what, Alex is most dangerous, I think, when he's on his back. He can get off his back and put you on your back in a matter of a couple seconds.
He's a roller and an elevator. Man.
Absolutely.
And toward the end of last year, he won a couple big bouts. In the Bald Eagle duels, he beat one of his opponents. He was losing like 5-0, and he come back and won 8-6. A couple big moves when he was in trouble. And right now, Wilson is chopping. Looks like he's going after. I thought he was trying to parry, but there Alex is reaching around. And now if he can split the legs and pull Holsinger underneath him, you have to turn the other way with that.
Yeah, if he gets that wrist loose, that's going to help a lot.
Because he's going to put himself in position to give up a count. And you don't want to. A couple of 1 counts there. Breaking count. We have a minute 15 to go. Holsinger has ridden Alex so far the entire second period, trying to get into that tilt. And no back points, and Alex comes out for 1. And that's scrappiness. And we have a minute to go here, and we have a 6-3 bout. And I'd like to see Alex get him with one of those overhook, underhooks. And he's a headlocker, too, I noticed last year. And he's looking. He's always looking for something big. He chops on the head hard. Forces Holsinger down, and they're off the mat. 47 seconds to go in the second period. We're at 132. It's our third bout of the night. The first bout was a forfeit win by Garrett Heatrock. We'll do that recap here in a minute. We're neutral. Alex Holt trails Holsinger 6-3. When Alex gets a takedown, we have half a minute to go, and Holsinger makes a flurry off the shot. And I like that wipe out that call.
Yes, absolutely.
Gage, there was no takedown.
No.
So now Coach Marco's coming over, and he's gonna ask about that. And you know what I noticed? This official, I don't know this official. This official had a jacket on. He's actually from the Blair Bedford County referee district, or however they are. That's I guess why I didn't recognize him. So Coach Nagel laughing. He has nightmares of Bedford County referees. Except for this November. We didn't do so bad before. So now we've got a countdown, and the only score in this period. Just as I say that, and that's a tough relax.
Exactly.
3 seconds left.
Nope.
If you when
points are scored late, you always want to be the guy who's scoring the points late. And right now, we're going to go neutral. And I'm still looking for Alex to get in position to hit one big move. Holsinger has a fairly solid 8-3 lead. And Holsinger, I don't know how much I try to go in underneath Alex right now.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be rolling around this one, that's for sure. Just stick to your regular moves.
Now Alex is in. He's got the left leg of Holsinger. He's got him hopping around. It's a nice single. He takes Holsinger down. It's 8-5. Now what's the bench going to say? Now there may be a debate. Are you going to try to turn him, or are you going to try to cut him? And he does. He listened. They gave him the sign, and Alex cuts him loose. It's 9-5. We're neutral. We have 1:15 to go. We need one more shot like that, a good one. Then you've got a lot of options, and there's that same shot again.
If he can finish fast like he did last time, that would be great.
Just to finish that shot, Gage.
The takedown before this was awesome.
What's that?
The takedown before this, he tripped him right away and just caught him. It was awesome.
And right now, can he dump him to his shoulders?
He needs to pop his head out.
Yeah, that's a tough position. We may be better off trying to get a stalemate here and get out of this and hit him. Oh, we have 35 seconds to go. It's 9-5. Holsinger leads. Alex was close to a takedown. He's going to need more than a takedown here. He's going to need a takedown plus some. And now he's in position to get it. Dump him to his back. He has two. He doesn't have two yet. I thought he did. There's a takedown, but now we have 15 seconds left, and it's 9-7. And they're screaming and to let him up. We're down to 10 seconds. He's got to run that half. He's got to run that half, and that is a great effort in the third period. And Olsen will win about 9-7.
And winning 50-50 number
And
worth $74. Number
that will
is
make the game score 6-6.
956
Central has won a couple of
4027
tough, tight decisions.
956
You know, I'm believing that was Olsen.
4027.
To the announced wrestlers that are out now on the mat. We haven't announced who they are. We have Drew Coleno there.
Yep.
So we get a name of the Central wrestler. Drew Coleno's wrapping up, mixing it up with him right now.
138. The Central, Mason Daniels.
Mason Daniels.
Drew
And Drew Coleno gets a nice takedown. And Drew's a junior, right?
Yes, he
Did
is.
he not? Was he not on the team last year?
He did not come out last year, no.
But he wrestled as a freshman. 2 years
Yes,
ago.
he did.
And now he's got Mason Daniels. And Drew's got Mason Daniels in a lot of trouble. It's very close. He's pressing.
His hips down.
Take it, Gage.
There it is. He needs to keep his hips down, chest on chest.
Take
He's
it,
got
take
plenty
it.
of time.
Gage is clapping. His teammate Drew Coleno gets a fall in 47 seconds over Mason Daniels. And that will give the Eagles a 12-6 lead. Who do we have here?
No fault.
The freshman, right?
Yes.
And this kid is a pinner, or going to be a pinner.
He is. He's very tough on top.
So Gage says Noah Foltz is tough on top. And folks, I've been around a lot of bowling wrestling. I've never seen this kid wrestle before, so this will be kind of a treat for me. And I don't know, I may have missed the announcement of who the Central opponent is, but it looks like it is Tanner Hall. So we're going to go with Tanner Hall Central.
145 for Central, Tanner Hall.
It is Tanner Hall.
Informable Noah Foltz.
Bald Eagle freshman Noah Foltz is, by my count, 2-2 on the year, and both his wins are falls. He got a fall in his varsity debut at Clearfield. The Bull Meet the Eagles won 49-20 back on December 11th. And what's he trying, a chancery? Is that what you guys still call it?
Yes, he is.
Lloyd Rhodes chancery, folks.
On the throat. Said he was on the throat.
Was he on the throat? Did you
That's what he's saying. I mean, that call is give or take. I mean, a lot of kids are always on the throat, but
Now here's my guess. My guess is that happened 36 seconds into this, and I don't think that's going to stop Noah. He may go right back after that. You said he's very tough on top.
yes, he is. He can throw some legs in and beat the left, that's for sure.
So Hall's in on the right leg of Noah, and Noah's going to end up getting a takedown out of this if he just sinks his hips and kills the head. He's got that far ankle. He's working over on that right ankle. He's working his way around really nice. A nice, powerful takedown by Noah Foltz. 54 seconds to go in the first period. He's got a 2-1 lead on Central's Tanner Hall, and Noah is working a cradle, and it's a dandy cradle as he's trying to crank up
Gonna get hip to hip and go right back.
left leg. What do you think, Gage? You've got to take it which way?
You gotta go hip to hip and go back. You don't want to do no Ed Ruth rollover type. That's where you get yourself in trouble. Hey, here we go.
He's in good position. Take it, Gage. Take it.
Knee in the side, head in the temple.
Take it. What do you get, a 3-point there fall out of that? He did.
Yes, he did.
We've got 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds now to go in the first period. Noah Foltz has been impressive here. And I'm always pleased when the first time I ever see a Bowling wrestler in a varsity about it. Real impressive. And you were impressive in the first when I saw you. I'd heard about you for 6 years, and then I finally saw you. So. And now Noah Fultz with a 5-1 lead. Keep in mind, folks, one was a penalty point where he was called for foul across the front. Chancery. The Central wrestler, Tanner Hall, will take down. And Gage, I'll let you take this period because you said he's very tough on top. So
Yeah.
call it. This guy.
If you can just break him down, throw his legs in, that's what he's been using all year. His cradle's actually been getting a lot better too.
Will he try to guillotine, or does he cross body, or does he do the others?
Power half, he'll do cross body, power half.
Power half out of the legs. So we'll see that. He's got one thing I notice about him. Having not seen him wrestle before, and there's unless he's trying to crossface cradle, maybe he's bottling him up with a crossface, so that's the same thing he turned him with before. What's his position?
He's got control of his cradle. He's gonna try and hope for a stalemate here.
Too high out of position. Tanner Hall, for lack of a better term, comes out to back door and gets a reversal. It's 5-3. And now Noah is working. I think he's a little bit irritated that he gave that up.
Yeah.
And he knows he just kind of shook his head there. Paul working on that left side. And he's pulling that wrist underneath. And we are, well, he's got the elbow pulling it underneath. Work 45 seconds. Noah needs to score here before the end of this period.
Yes, he does. You don't want to be underneath someone, like I said earlier.
Well, and my concern is that I think the Central kid will get a choice in the third period. Maybe not. I don't know. Did he take top?
I think he went down in the second.
So now Noah's going to have to fend off a cradle attempt. It's Hall.
get
No, and he reaches and Noah blocks it and reverses Hall with back. And he's got a lot of time.
Got to lift up on that head. Chest on chest, lift up the head. You got to cover his efforts. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, he won the car. He won the car and he did.
There's the fall. He faked this.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
The official acted like he was, and instead he waited to the 3:57 mark. He slapped him out with 3 seconds left in the bout, and I'm very impressed with my debut of watching Noah Fultz wrestle as he picks up a fall at 3:57. The 9th grader, and I had heard about him. I just hadn't seen him. I'd heard about him, and VEA now has an 18-6 lead.
At 152 for Central, Lane Coker, and for Baltimore, Richard Taylor.
Okay, and that's the matchup that we actually have on the card. Richard Taylor, a senior, markedly improved last year from his sophomore year to his junior year. He had really good guys to work with in the room. He had you, he had Garrett Rigg, he had Seth. And he likes that. He had a nice takedown by Richard. And he takes Coker to the mat. 20 seconds in. Richard had a tough season opener out at Clearfield. He wrestled a young McGonigal.
Yes, he did.
Who's going to be a dandy at
Yes, he
Clearfield.
did.
And your older brother's a state champ and now wrestling in Division I Block Haven. And then Richard picked up his first win of this season in the Muncie round at the King of the Mountain. So he's coming in here looking to get his second win of the year, and he's got a 2-0 lead with 1:33 to go in the first period. Richard starts on top. Coker right down. You know, one thing I noticed about him last year, and I complimented him in this case, his conditioning was very good last year.
Absolutely, that's one of the strong points.
He was right there, like in a lot of bouts where he was behind. He came back and won some, and there he drops out very comfortable. Seems to be more confident this year in that position. He gives up the escape. 1:20 to go in the first period. Get another takedown. Working in front hip lock, bearing down, coming around on Coker's. I thought he was looking to come around on Coker's side. Just got out of position, and Coker slipped behind him and gets a takedown. So Richard now trails 3-2. And now you need to just work up and get your 1 or get your 2. We got 55 seconds of counting in the first period. Coker has a 3-2 lead. Richard opened the match with a really nice takedown. And I'm very confident. Now it's 3-3 as Richard gets a quick escape and right back in on a shot. You like that one, Gage?
Yeah, you always like the 1 and 2.
Gage says you always like the 1 and 2. I always like it when somebody in a blue and gold singlet gets it. Yeah. And with 40 seconds to go, Richard has retaken the lead. It's 5-3. Coker gets set in the bottom. We're still in the first period. A lot of action in this bout. BEA leads the dual meet 18-6. Now, that's a better breakdown. And now he's going to run this on Coker. And a nice mat return. Work the wrists, and I noticed that he's more and more confidence with how he keeps his weight on people. As we're getting down to the 15-second mark on the far side of the mat, right in front of the Eagle cheerleaders. I don't know if this one's going to... They're off the mat with 8 seconds to go in a exciting first period, 5-3, Richard Taylor lead. And the longer this one goes, I am usually very confident in Richard's conditioning versus his own.
Yeah, absolutely. Your conditioning can give you confidence where you might lack in skill or strength. You can
He turned Coker. He almost turned too far. Surely we got a near fall. I don't know about that. Would you give it a 2-point near fall?
I probably wouldn't have, but I don't know.
In a college match, you would have.
Oh, I would have.
Yeah,
he might have got a 3.
So Richard will take down after narrowly missing a near fall. He leads 5-3, and he's to his feet immediately, and that's a good sign. Work the hand. Oh, he's out for 1 in 5 seconds at 6-3. He's right back after. There's another one, more or less 1 and 2 in 9 seconds. He got to escape a takedown. That's what you're talking about, Gage. He's done that twice, and he has an 8-3 lead. He turns Coker. Oh, he's dry. He gets the ball. 219, very impressive. Richard Taylor in the season opening will meet BEA's 63rd varsity wrestling season. Richard Taylor gives the Eagles a 24-6 lead with a fall in 2:19 over Lane Coker of Central. Let's see who I've got coming back. That looks like Ben Yetzko.
Yeah, they didn't put him out. They didn't put Caden out.
At 160 for Central, Logan Marco, and for Bald Eagle, Ben Yetzko.
So now this is a tough matchup. You got Benny Yetzko and Logan Marco, and Marco won 27 bouts last year, and he was their other regional qualifier. His dad, Central's head coach, and Marco was a solid football player for Central. Now Ben Yetzko, your football teammate here, still learning as a wrestler. As Marco works in and still doesn't have a takedown yet. Ben's fighting him. Ben's 0-3 on the year, looking for his first win. Marco gets a takedown half a minute in. And right arm tight waist. I know Marco's muscled up, but I say about Ben Yetzko, one of those guys that's in multiple sports. You go down with an injury, Matt goes down with an injury. All of a sudden, the guy sitting beside you, and Ben's in trouble as Marco turns him. And Marco very powerful, and again, you know, a guy that was just a couple wins away from being a Hershey last year. In really good position. Ben's fighting, but Marco's very strong.
That's a tough position to be in.
And Marco gets a fall in 112, and that will make the team score 24-12 in favor of the Eagles. But what I'm saying is the guy beside you makes a decision, and he's got to, because he loses those two guys in a span of 10 minutes in the 8th week of the football season, he has to make 6 different personnel moves. Moving lineman to linebacker, moving linebackers to the secondary, moving people all around. Ben Yetzko was one of those guys that ended up being called on.
At 170 for Central,
And,
Zach Parks.
a lot of people
and
wouldn't have believed that
Bald Eagle,
when you and Matt
Caden
went down in week 8, that we would still be playing in week 14.
Yeah, a lot of people probably had their doubts, but I mean, our team, we kept at it, and that's for sure. They all had a big heart.
And now we've got a matchup here, and this is Brady Proctor, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Who did you say?
Just Bit. This is Caden Bittinger. He just came out.
Caden Bittinger?
Yes,
So
yes,
this is number 11.
yes.
Well, Caden Bittinger and I'd heard he wrestled. And Caden Bettinger's got some muscles, and you know we talked about him being a one-sport athlete. For those of you that watch bowling and football, this was number 11, and he hauled in a 99-yard scoring pass in a season opener against Troy. And he's a fine athlete, but I thought a one-sport athlete, and then I saw that he was on the roster. So I'm looking to see what they gave me here tonight. And we're saying it's Caden Bettinger. First match.
Yeah, first match.
Well, let me tell you, Caden's looking fine out there. He got a takedown. And first match, first year. And, you know, the Eagles, we did this with Riley Bechtel. We had a football player that came out that we wished we'd have had about 2 years before on the wrestling mat because he's a really good athlete. We got this with Caden Bettinger, who just gave up a takedown. But it is 3-2 now. They were the Central wrestler. And you're going to have to help. My hearing's not very good. And when these guys come out, and Caden Bettinger comes around, gets a reversal with 15 seconds left, and he's going to crank this guy. He's driving. There it is. He's
got to get his chest back. First ever match. Good job.
That's fine. That got the coach out of the corner. Caden Bettinger, and coach, I'm going to tell you something. The Dragons thought they saw enough of him in football season, and they're about to see a couple more guys come out here that they saw in football season too. So, Caden Bettinger got a fall at 151, and now I will say I'd never seen him wrestle before either. I can safely say that, and I was impressed with him. So, him and Noah Foltz.
Absolutely, it was.
We'll take one of those results every time. Every time.
And 182 for Central, Michael Folks. And for Barneville, Brady
His first ever
Proctor.
practice.
Now here we have Brady Proctor. Now, Brady's a sophomore, right?
Yes, he is.
And Brady pounded out a very impressive and long touchdown run against Central up there. So let's hope he keeps that momentum going against this Dragon that he's on the match with. And Brady's off to a pretty good start. Major decision win at Fairfield. He won at least one bout at the King of the Mountain. He's in on that leg, and he's going to win this battle. I think he's got the position. Get out of that. Don't get wizard around. That guy may step over. No, you step over.
Gotta get that underneath arm back.
Okay, good.
In your position.
That's good scrap, and I'm confident with this. Just stay in position, Brady. You'll be fine. It's 30-12 ball leg with Caden Bettinger. I always point out these multi-sport athletes. We have soccer players, we have track athletes, and we have a bunch of football players on this Bald Eagle wrestling team. And Brady Proctor's one of them. And as I pointed out, he had a really nifty touchdown against the Dragons in that terrific win there. Now he's driving in, and he's going to take the Dragons down.
He puts it.
We were looking for a half.
Yeah. As soon as you take down transition, usually always a half or a turret is going to be there. You're just going to be faster sometimes.
But you know why he didn't throw a half in there? There's one key reason. Because Coach Troy Gano is not down there on the bench tonight. And nobody says the word half better than Troy Gano.
I believe it.
He could yell half from the upper deck of the Giants Center, and a Bald Eagle wrestler would know it and hear it and know it was directed at them. So, I don't know, we got some kind of a message. If we got feedback coming in, hopefully the people can still hear us out there. And hey, just as I say that, Troy has chimed in that Proctor will be a force in the next 2 years. Yeah, I agree. We agree with that, Coach Gano. Gage is laughing at that, but he agrees. And we've had some dandy Proctors wear Bald Eagle singlets here, folks, and this could be another one. I think he's going to be a fine football player for Coach Nagel too. After when I saw him on the field. And again, I mean, he broke 5 tackles. The Dragons have seen enough of Brady Proctor, especially if he beats this one. He's in on the leg. He's the finish
out.
out.
You don't want to sit there.
And we needed that late takedown. And you get this stop with 1 second left in the first period. What is it? Is it a blood spot?
I believe he's bleeding from his nose and it's on his elbow.
The Dragon has a bloody elbow.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. they show me a message, Coach. But with my contacts in, I'm no good at reading my messages.
Just my son's getting into it big time. He needs to stay longer. I figure my other son is looking to bring him back so he can watch it.
Right now we have blood time. The central wrestler, right elbow, had some kind of a wound. Brady Proctor has a 2-1 lead. BEA, we're at 182. And we've had a fine night here. At one point, we had a 12-12 lead. And then we really went to town picking up falls. No, I take that back. We did not have a 12-12 lead. We had a 12-6 lead. Since then, we've expanded that to 30-12. We had some really nice work. Good, powerful wrestling. Noah Foltz got a fall. Richard Taylor got a fall. Caden Bettinger in his debut got a fall. And right now, Brady Proctor, who's 2-2 in the season. He had a nice major decision in the season opener at Clearfield. And, looking around the Mountain League gauge, they're one of the teams to worry about. I don't know if we worry about anybody, but to be concerned about is Penns Valley.
Yes.
The Rams are very good. The Rams beat this Central team 59-12. By the way, from Central came in here and 0-2 in goal meets tonight. They lost to Penns Valley 59-12 and they lost. That's the end of the first period, and they lost to Northern Bedford, who's like a backyard rival of theirs, a District 5 school that borders them. They lost to them 48-33. Coming into tonight, we had Huntington and Penns Valley are both 2-0 in the Mountain League, and this is BEA's chance to go to 2-0. And as Brady gets set in the bottom, the central wrestler is hanging on that elbow. He's on elbow. They taped him over. So we have another momentary pause. When you talk about the Mountain League, Penns Valley's dangerous. Right now, there's a big bull meet in the Mountain League between Belfast and PO. It's P tonight. I haven't had a text update on that yet. I was looking for one, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Brady sits out quickly, gets an escape in 2 seconds. It's 3-1. Brady's looking crisp. He's looking good. And it would be really nice to get a win here and go to 3-2, pick up his third bout win of the year.
Yeah, he's definitely looking light on his feet. Stay in good position here.
Was he a pretty established wrestler in junior high?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
So now, I thought he was out of position, but he's wedged the leg in there, and a nice takedown. And now Brady's
Stay at the elbow, not the shoulder. He's got to sink his hips up. If he can get his hips up here, he can look for the fall.
he's just very gradually working that position up. And we have injury to central wrestler is injured.
Yep.
So he awards a 4-pointer there, right?
Yeah.
So Brady Proctor escaped in 2 seconds and got a takedown 2 seconds later, and then gets a 4-point near fall. 4 points because of the injury time, a 3-point near fall +1. And he did that relatively quickly. And right now, we have a stoppage. Central wrestler Scott DeVore looking at 1:19 to go in the second period here. 182. Brady Proctor has a very impressive 9-1 lead, and he looks tough. And Coach Troy tells me an underclassman can be a good one, and it's going to be a good one. And those are the same kind of things. I mean, we knew you were on the way gauge, but those are the kind of things that Troy had mentioned about your teammates that are coming up here soon. Dylan Beisel, Dave Closer, and they were younger, but they were going to be very good. They're very good. Troy says this guy's going to be good, so I'm banking on him being good.
Absolutely. If I'm Brady right now, I'm frustrated with all the breaks. He's scoring points. I want to be on the mat.
So what do you do here? You just crank him and turn him again, or do you cut him loose because he's dominated him on his feet and stayed?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he should cut him, but we got plenty of time in this match, so.
Now, and he may do that. Well, that kid had a nice run on his feet and right into the headlock.
It's a legal headlock.
So now, okay, we're back to Brady gets set on the bottom. It's 10-3. So he gave him the reversal.
He did.
He penalized the kid a point, and then he stopped it. So that all took 9 seconds. So with 1:10 to go, we get a restart. And there you called that, Gage. You said after this kid getting those breaks, and Brady had all the momentum, and immediately after the break that happened. Now Central wrestlers high. Brady goes head on. He pulls over the top. It's he gives 2 or 1 or 2.
That should have been a 1 and 2.
And we have
That's
another
another injury time, so he should get his choice after this.
default. We have an injury default. The Central wrestlers default, and Brady will win this
Oh,
match.
wow.
And Coach Marco stopped that immediately. We'll win this bout in 3:05 by injury default. Now I'm showing that I expect that Dylan Beisel will be coming out next. Let's see if that is who we have coming out. I'm just looking at the sheet of this schedule. What are the Dragons going to do? Dylan's 7-2 in the year, Gage.
Yes.
And he missed going to Hershey by a with a heartbreaker last
Yes.
year.
Yes, he did.
Against McCready from Hollidaysburg. And that kid said a lot of really good things about Dylan after the match. He said he's a really tough kid. It was a classy thing. Dylan's right behind his opponent immediately.
And
Picks.
he's recently committed to
For
Bucknell.
Central, Jacob Detweiler, and for Bald Eagle, Dylan Beisel.
Dylan Beisel, when he's wrestling Kristen Detweiler in Central, another one of the Dragon football players. And Dylan took him down immediately. And he's hooking him up. And you say Dylan's committed to Bucknell?
No, McCready.
Oh, McCready's committed
Yes,
to Bucknell.
yes.
So we talk some of those commits, and yeah, McCready excellent wrestler. All those we'll see him at the Bald Eagle Goals. Great kid, but we won't see him in the districts.
No, we will not.
And that's a discussion. We're going to have a great discussion about that when we broadcast the Bald Eagle Goals between the teams. Right now, Dylan Beisel with the Eagles leading 36-12 is cranking on Kristen Detweiler. Dylan 7-2 in the year. He did a really fine job. Was seated 7th at the King of the Mountain, which I thought was kind of ridiculous. Although he finished 4th, and Dylan's got that cradle hooked up. I don't think the Central guys going to survive the first period.
I agree. If he can get that near the side heading tempo, that's perfect.
Should we talk about that? He's in great position. The official
Oh, his head slip. He's got to sit back, readjust. He's got plenty of time here.
He's got over 40 seconds for the
And this is going to be it.
He got the fall right at the 40. So in 120, Dylan Beisel gets a fall. And Gage, I really am grateful to you for coming up here.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Well, with the Cowboy being out of action, and he'll ask me who your favorite team is, so we need to know. And now, is this Chandler?
This is Chandler Burns,
I've never seen
220.
Chandler before. Chandler gets a fall.
220, Chandler
Chandler's a
Burns.
nice dude.
This is the
Yes,
quarterback.
Chandler's a good football player, too.
Yes.
And when he grows up, he's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah.
So just that quick, Chandler Burns gets a forfeit win. And David Close,
At 285, David Close received a forfeit.
so we have now done what I asked.
At 106 for Central, Jackson Matthews received a forfeit.
That was a little guy there.
Yes, he did.
That
He
dragon,
weighed in last
that
week at
dragon
88
got a,
pounds.
how much do you think he weighed?
88, he weighed in last week.
88 last week. This is the last bout of the night. And
And at
he weighs
113
54 to
for
18.
Central, Alex Bowman. And for Bald Eagle, Cooper
Okay,
Gilla.
Alex Bowman last year was 13-8 Gage. And so he's one of their returning wrestlers with a pretty good record, according to the Pennsylvania Wrestling News. Cooper Gillen 7-2 in the year and has 37 wins already in his Bald Eagle career. And Cooper Gillen has a 2-0 lead. And Gage, you guys set a school record as we watched Cooper work one of his patented moves. You set a school record for bowling against Central, 54 points against them in a football game, most ever. And I asked Coach Nagel if he thought the wrestling team could score 54 on it tonight. And you have 54 right now, so Cooper's going to try to turn this into something more than 54. He'll have to watch himself.
He's in a dangerous position here.
I see what he was doing. I thought he was going, what a move. I thought he was going to crab ride. This is a quality opponent he's got. Somebody that we will see in the postseason. But Cooper's pressing. He's pressing. He's looking for his 8th win of the year, his 38th win in his career. In a very young career. Given that he's only a 10th grader. Here's a call in 108. And BEA is 2-0 in the Mountain League. And I will, Gage, if you can just stay here for just a minute, we'll wrap this thing up. Gage, do you know that tonight was the 950th meet in BEA history?
I did not.
And
Wow.
you just witnessed and were a huge part of BEA's 696th Google Meet meet. So we need 4 wins to get to 700 as a program. And here's what's incredible. Nobody in District 6 history has ever got to 700. We're going to be the first. State College is second. They have 45 less wins than us all time. They have 650. They've had wrestling for 22 more seasons than us. And they've got 45 less wins. We are now 696 wins, 241 losses, and 13 ties in Bull Eagle history. That's astounding.
It is. That just goes to show how amazing we were before our time. But that's crazy. I did not expect that.
Well, now that you say that, here's the thing. You know, last year, and this is issue. Last year, very quietly, the only Bull Meet bowling loss was in the district goals. Our regular season Bull Meet record was 14-0. So we had an undefeated regular season record. You know that in 63 years of wrestling, we've only done that 6 times. And that was the first time since 1997. And that, and all the other good things that happened last year, where we had 2 guys in the state finals. And I thought Coach Troy Gano might need CPR. I was glad Hershey Medical Center was only a mile away. And I had you up here, you know, that we've only had, in 63 years, we've had 4 sophomores get to the state finals. And the first one was 50 years before you did. 50 years before Steve Weiser.
Okay.
And Steve Weiser was a sophomore. And like you, and I'm not trying to say what your favorite sport is, but like you, I think Steve Weiser's favorite sport was football.
Yeah.
And Steve Weiser, to this day, is now in like his 42nd year as the defensive coordinator at Lycoming College. He's still there. He went there, he wrestled there, wrestled Division III level, Division II they were at the time, maybe. And he was a small college All-American football player, and he stayed in Williamsburg. So 50 years later, 1968 to 2018, we had sophomores in the state finals. The other 2 were Coach Tony Peters and Quentin Wright. So you were in unbelievable company when you were there.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And I really wish you were down there in a singlet, and so does everybody in this
Yes,
gym.
I agree.
But I'm going to have you come up and talk to us a couple more times, especially at the Bowling Bulls, because right now when you look at the schedule, the Bowling Bulls should be the day when we hit 700.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, one of those opponents is going to be victim number 700. It's kind of neat if it'd be State College because we're not wrestling with the Bulls. But now, here we are looking at the Mountain League, and folks, I was hoping I'd have a quick update on Bellefonte PO tonight, because BEA is now 2-0 in the Mountain League. So is Huntington, and so is Penns Valley. The Penns Valley wrestling team is very, very good, and we're going to have quite an exciting year. Here in Wingate, a real quick recap: BEA defeats Central 60-18. A really nice night for the kids, a great opener. Tomorrow night, Central Mountain, right, Gage?
Yes.
Tomorrow night, Central Mountain. Last year, I had one of my most memorable and fun broadcast moments in my career. And I can remember all of those bouts. And I can remember last year, in a span of about 3 nights, Garrett Giedrock was a hero. We had a lot of heroes, but against Huntington and then against Central Mountain, you know, I almost went through that railing in front of us when he was hanging on with the Wizard against Stratford. So we'll have some of the same matchups tomorrow night. We have a different team, and they have a different team. We just need to get a good tough team effort out of that, because then these guys go to a new tournament. Mannheim's gone, and they go to Bethlehem Catholic.
Yes, which that's going to be tough. So they're going to wrestle just like they have the past 2 duels, and they should be all right.
Yeah, and these guys are growing, and you know I don't like to, but I talk about what would happen if you're in a year where you're going to have to serve as a coach. It make you walk down the road a much stronger person.
Yeah.
You've got a wonderful future ahead of you. I know greats like Gabe Dean have told you that. When you talk about we finished 20th at the King of the Mountain, and we have a state runner-up that's not there. The state runner-up's worth about 2014 points in the King of the Mountain.
Yeah.
So instead of 20th, we're like number 8.
Yeah.
You know, so that people don't know wrestling don't understand that that's a fact. And one other comment before we go, you know, there's been a lot made of Bald Eagle being double A, and let me tell you, you'll get to be double A next year. I would have had a different opinion of that 20 years ago. But here's what I would say, and this you do the numbers in this. In our region, we're double A. In our region, there are 76 schools in our region. In AAA, the region we were in, there's only 28 left. In our region, we take 6 to Hershey. So 6 out of 76 is, in our region, about 1 in 13 wrestlers, 6 out of 67, gets to Hershey. In AAA, where we were in Northwest AAA, about 1 in 9. So anybody who says that life is easier in AA is truly off their rocker.
Yeah.
They are out there. We have jumped into the hottest, toughest thing that we could jump into. And it's almost criminal that the Northwest region, we used to be in the AAA, even takes more than the top 2.
Yeah.
Because 6 of the 28 teams in that region are from the Pittsburgh City League.
Yep.
You know? So you and I know that,
Yeah.
and we're still going to have to educate that. But Gage, fire these guys up. Go join your teammates, buddy, and thanks for being up here.
Thanks for having me.
For Coach Jesse Nagel, the Bald Eagles' outstanding multi-sport athlete, Gage McClenahan, this is Todd Warner signing off from the Eagle Gym.